have a group of people and just have the capability of doing things in a way that's right for you, support you, and that you could support as well. Just it's everything in life is collaborative. I couldn't do this by myself, definitely. Hi, my name is Julia Basques. I'm a filmmaker. I was born and raised in Belo Horizonte in Brazil, and I've been living in Miami for about 2 years now. I've known that I wanted to do film my whole life, as in watching child movies and getting my family together to recreate the productions, my family and my mom, my dad, and everything. But I actually always saw actors on screen. I always saw people in the movies, and I thought, well, I have to act to get to be in a movie. I took theater my whole life, and then when I was about 11, I got a book that said Harry Potter behind the scenes, how they do the whole production, and I was a huge fan, and I saw people actually were behind the camera making all of this happen, and from then I just knew that I had to go into doing this. So it actually just took a while for me to make the decision to come and study this. It's a big decision, it's kind of risky, so I went to law school before I came here for about 2 years until I was finally feeling in my heart that that wasn't right for me, that I was still thinking about film and cinema like every day of my life. So I finally made a decision to come and study this about 2 years ago, I would say. The struggle would be, me personally, I think having people understand how much work is put into this and how much it actually means to make a production, especially nowadays with YouTube videos and like things that people have very good access to good equipment, as in phones and everything. I feel like people just don't see what it actually is to be in the film industry and all that comes with that, instead of just pointing the camera at something and shooting it. And just having people really understand that you're serious about this. I feel like that comes with time, with patience, and with your work, with showing people what you're really capable of doing. But I think that would be one challenge, to really break into it as much, you know, to be recognized for what's been happening. Every moment really counts, because I would say go with your heart, because that's what made me go into film. But I also had 2 amazing years in law school, which is a complete other world, and that really added to everything that I do now and that I know now. And I wouldn't be in the place that I am right now if I hadn't gone through everything that I went through. So I would just say everything is a learning experience, and everything is happening for a bigger reason towards the end. Happiness to me means to be fulfilled. It means to have feel a kind of safety that I think comes from being surrounded by the right people, and by knowing that what you're doing really counts to yourself. It might not matter to anybody else, but if that's what makes you feel accomplished and what makes you feel whole, then that's what happiness is. It's just like this feeling of complete fulfillment. Might sound a little cheesy, but I guess with a smile, as like everybody has done things that are good and bad, and I feel like at the end of it all, just like make a positive impact in someone's life, or just make a kind of a positive difference. You know, if you think back into everything that you've went through, like anybody could see, there's dark times, there's good times, and all of those are just supposed to be like a good thing for you, you know. So I would like to be remembered by making a positive impact, definitely. Know yourself and know your limits, and surround yourself with people who can understand who you are, though you don't have to hide anything from anybody. It's like open up that vulnerability that you can take from, you know, that can help you get through things. Like, don't hide what's going on, don't lie to yourself, and really have a group of people and just have the capability of doing things in a way that's right for you. You know, everybody else may be saying like, no, this isn't the way to go, or no, this hasn't worked for me, but you have to try it out for yourself. You have to live through the goods and the bad yourself so that you can learn from that. As a new filmmaker coming into this world, into this reality, I found it really important to set up my own production company. It's called BASKOIR Films. So BASKOIR Films is very personal to me. It's something that I'm setting up so that I have a space, like a collaborative space, that I can bring people together with me, and we can make movies, we can make films, we can make this happen. And it's really just a space for us to have full liberty. I feel like, especially being based in Miami, it's very hard to find people who are willing to to really jump into this and to grow on this with you. So my company is a space for me and all my collaborative partners to really grow together and for us to have the resources needed to come together and make something great happen. So BASKOIR Films is all about getting together to make art. Now I'm working on a project called My Dear Delilah. It's a short film. I've been setting it up with the help and everything that comes from studying at the New York Film Academy. So I get to meet all these amazing people that are working with me. We get access to good, equipment. There was a lot of pre-production that went into this. Thorn from Spin Off Boy Productions is my producer partner in this, and I feel like this project is just a doorway to get into something a little bigger, because every time that I do a project, I'm like a little step ahead that I was before. So it's a short film about a young woman trying to break away from the crime world and an abusive relationship and finding her own values and strengths. And I feel like that's something that everybody goes through at one point or another, is having to find your own values and what's important to you and really go for them. And yeah, it's been just a blessing to be working with all these amazing people and to be able to have my vision come to life and know that somebody out there is going to watch it and they may take nothing from it, but they might also be touched by it in a way. And just to have that feeling of my voice coming through to some people, that's really amazing.